3,
Fetch for three. Good.
2,
Now going for two for the tie. And some trickery. How about that play?
1.
Carter relaxed and smiling.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Three3. As always, I'm your man Connor Roundtree. You can follow me on Twitter at SportsWithTree. Coming in at number 3 this week, it is week 5 in the CFL, so we figured we'd give you a little CFL breakdown. Happening tonight, it is the Argos versus the Eskimos, the second leg of a doubleheader. Last week in Toronto, the Argos were able to come out victorious over the second place Western Eskimos. The Eskimos are 2-2 this year, and that's large part due to Mike Riley. He is definitely the best player in the CFL thus far. You want to know why? He leads the league in both passing yards, passing touchdowns, and rushing touchdowns as a quarterback. The Argos, on the other hand, well, they lost their quarterback, former Eskimo Ricky Ray. Ricky Ray signed a one-year deal with the Argos in the offseason after winning last year's Grey Cup. But here's the thing, he hurt his neck a few weeks ago, so the Argos are still looking for a quarterback. A lot of people think that the man to answer the bell is Johnny Manziel. He's currently a backup in Hamilton right now, and because of how well Jeremiah Masoli's playing, it doesn't look like Manziel's going to get much play time. It would be great for the Argos if they could bring in Manziel, not just for his on-the-field presence, but because he would definitely put a lot of fans in the seats at BMO Field.
2,
Coming in at number 2 this week, it is Wimbledon. But instead of focusing on the tournament as a whole, we're going to zero in on one specific player, and that is Serena Williams. Let's go back to September 1st, 2017. Alexis is born. Fast forward to now, she's in her 4th tournament back, and she has booked her ticket to her 10th Wimbledon final. Serena Williams has won 7 Wimbledons before, including her 2 previous appearances here back in 2015. 2016. If Serena can capture yet another Wimbledon title, it will put her at 24 Grand Slams. That would tie Margaret Court's record of 24 set back in 1975. Although Serena, well, she thinks she's got a lot more in the tank than just 24, but she knows she's got work to do at Wimbledon first.
I don't want to limit myself, and I think that's what I was doing in the past. I was limiting myself, and it's just a number, and I want to get as many as I can. And starting with, I still have a match to win, so I'm not even there yet.
What a great story it would be if the Supermom could come back and capture her 8th Wimbledon title.
1,
Coming in at number 1 this week, it's got to be the World Cup final. That's pretty obvious. Croatia versus France. Now let this statistic soak in. Croatia has a population of just over 4 million people. Paris alone has 10 million, more than double of the entire population of Croatia. That's crazy. It would be great if Croatia could win this. I think it would be great for their culture, but the problem is they're playing a very young France team. France has 15 players on their roster 25 years or younger. Why do I bring up that point? I bring it up because Croatia in the 3 previous games have all gone either to extra time or past that into penalty kicks. France has those young guys with a lot of cardio that will be able to go deep into the match. They've got a lot of talent. I think France wins this World Cup. I think they're going to be able to score a couple goals late, and I think that's what's going to be the difference. Thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Three3. I'm your host, Connor Roundtree. You follow me on Twitter at SportsWithTree. Now, because we talked a little bit of CFL football this week and we focused on the quarterbacks, I want you to tell me who is the leading passer in the history of the CFL. That's right, who has the most passing yards in CFL history? Cheers, you've made it to the weekend.